So Brent, I just wanted to ask you, some of the growers that we speak with, they're a bit concerned because it's a wood-based material, and so they wonder, are they going to have to really drastically change their fertilization when they move to HydraFiber?
No change. We made 0 changes as far as our fertility program. We're still at 100 parts per million nitrogen, no difference. We pick up the pots now because you can't judge at a distance the moisture content of the actual pot. The HydraFiber does dry out a little bit faster on the top as opposed to growing in a peat perlite mix.
And obviously, as you can tell, the plants look extremely healthy. No nutrition changes have been made since switching to this HydraFiber substrate. A lot of people, I think, have the misperception that the wood is going to eat up some of the nitrogen. And what we have seen here at South Central Growers is that that is not the case. All plants seem to be growing in the same fertility regime that we were using in our previous mix. Most people are familiar with a hydration curve, 1 to 5, 1 being the driest, 5 being the wettest. What we have done is saying, okay, we're going to cut number 5 out. We're going from 1 to 4. So if typically you say, okay, this bay takes 20 passes with an irrigation boom to get to a saturation of 5, we say we're going to cut it down to 16 passes and get it to a saturation of 4. And the results we've seen is it acts more like 5 when you're at a 4. With previous media, you never saw these feeder roots towards the top, because when you got to a dry, say a 1 or 2, the top portion of your soil will get extremely dry and you get salt buildup and these roots will get burnt. Everything I've seen from start to finish this year has had feeder roots from top to bottom. And I think your plants are just going to be a lot healthier as an end result.
We have had to change little to nothing in our growing practices and our culture practices, which is a huge benefit with using HydraFiber. HydraFiber just fits in that mold, and it's what works best for here at Color Point. With the reliability and the trucking and where it's produced and how it'll be shipped, it just works in our mold of how we want to get production done. I don't have to do anything different. I don't have to relearn the product. I don't have to teach my growers how to grow it in a different medium.
HydraFiber holds more moisture, and it's everyone knows that. And so we talk a lot about modifying irrigation, and that was one of our, I think, kind of maybe fears, is that growers would overwater. But really the transition has been pretty smooth.
The growers adapt pretty fast, to the new media, and we didn't have major issues.
We've not found anything that doesn't like the HydraFiber. A lot of growers talk about boosting feed rates when you go to a wood-based substrate. We have not done that yet, but I really don't think we fed any differently than we would normally.
Nope, everything we done the same way like we did with mix with perlite.
The HydraFiber does definitely wet easier than our other mix did, which is good to see, because we hadn't used a whole lot of moisture in our mix before. We use a little bit more water now, and it definitely has helped us get the plants wetter right after transplant. We have not changed anything in our fertilization program at all, which has been good. I mean, then for that aspect, that's an easy transition versus, maybe you got to up your feed or less it. I mean, but by and large, we haven't changed anything. Everything we've done so far, we have not seen any issues with any plants having any adverse conditions at all.
I'm confident that we are using 30% less water of what we normally use on our traditional media. The only thing I know of HydraFiber is that it's a great product that works well, and it works well in all the plants. There is no plant that doesn't like HydraFiber.